Writers, now that we've added our first reason in our writer's notebook, we need to add some examples to back it up. We need to add examples to back up our reason. So if you remember, my reason of why I thought fish were the perfect pet is because they are quiet. So the first reason I think fish should make a good pet is because they are quiet. My reason why fish were a good pet is because they are quiet. So now I need to add at least two examples of how fish are quiet. Now, friends, there are three ways that we can add examples or evidence to back it up. How many ways are there? There are three. There's three ways we can add examples or evidence to back up our reason. Our very first way we can add an example is, what does it look like? What does it look like for the fish to be quiet? My example could be, a fish just swims around in his bowl all day and you can't hear him. That is my example that backs up my opinion. The second way we can add an example is by saying, why is that important? Why is it important that a fish is quiet? I could write, if you're trying to get work done, the fish won't interrupt you. If you are trying to get your work done, the fish won't interrupt you. That is my second example of how a fish are quiet, how they are quiet. The last example of how you can come up with your example is examples from your own life, examples from your own life or a friend's life. I could write, my best friend Sarah had a fish, and she said the hardest part of taking care of him was remembering he was there because he was so quiet. Those are the three ways we can add examples or evidence for backing up our reason. Now it's your turn. You are going to try to write at least two examples that back up your reason. Before you get started, I want you to look at my writing. And you can see in my writer's notebook, I have my introduction, and now I have written my body paragraph. If we look, I see, let me read my body paragraph out loud to you. Please be following along as I read. The first reason I think fish would make a good pet is because they are quiet. That was my reason. Now I added my two examples. A fish just swims around in his bowl all day and you can't hear him. That was my first example. My second example was, also, when you are trying to get work done, the fish won't interrupt you. Those are my two examples that supports my opinion. For your exit ticket, you are going to take a picture of your work and add it to the Google Classroom. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Good luck!